girls, I'm Peachy. In today's video, I'll be teaching you guys tips, tricks, and little hacks I learned on Club Roblox while recording on this game. Now, if you're watching this in the future and some of these tricks have been removed, I am terribly sorry. Now, some of these tricks do require an alt account, so I have my alt account right here. Alt account, what do you have to say? Where's my paycheck? Anyways, let's get started on the video. Now, the first trick I'm going to teach you guys involves the hummingbird wings. Now, if you don't know, the hummingbird wings may go in here. They're right here. They're 8,000. Now, the reason why you need these wings is because the trick I'm going to teach you is how to make these invisible. Now, if you're like me, you have a character who has wings. For example, Daisy, she has wings, but she can't fly, and there's no wings that actually look like hers, so we're kind of stuck with these wings. But what if I told you there's a way to make them invisible? Literally, the only thing you have to do is leave the game and they'll be invisible. Now, before you leave the game, remember what body size you are. For example, I'm a child, so once I leave the game, hang on. Now, as you see, I left the game, I'm going to rejoin. And just like that, I rejoin. Now, when you rejoin, you're greeted with choose your character's age. Now, when you see this, choose the age you were. For example, Daisy, she was a child, so I'm gonna choose child. Now, sometimes it's still visible even after the first try, so you might have to leave again. For me, it's still visible, so I'm gonna leave. And just like that, I rejoin the second time, and it's invisible. Now, obviously, there's still a bit of cons with this. For example, you still turn really weird like you're wearing the wings. But on the bright side, they're invisible. And after some careful editing, you actually make it look like your character's flying. Or doing magic, or whatever you want, really. Now, as far as I'm aware, I could change outfits while having the wings equipped. Look, Cody is now invisibly flying, or flying with invisible wings. Now, a downside is once you unequip the wings, like this, and you try to re-equip them, they're visible again, so you have to restart the whole process. Now, the second trick I'm going to show you guys is how to get snow particles in your house. Now, the house I'll be using is the family home. I think it's like the most popular house in Club Roblox between YouTubers and just in general. It's a spacious house, it's cute, I like it, and you know, it's very changeable. But in order to do this trick, you actually need an alt account. Alt account, get over here. Paycheck? No, you're not getting a paycheck, okay? Look, get in the house. Come on, let's go. Now, once you actually load into the house, I recommend putting your alt account in the kitchen. That way, it's like in the center of your building. Now, after your alt account is in the kitchen, you go to houses, and you scroll down until you see a certain house. It's called the Ice Resort, and you press it and you hit preview. Do not buy it, hit preview. Now, once you're in this house, do not leave yet. You need to go outside and run around for like about, I would say 10 seconds, or even less, really. And once you run around, it's fully loaded. You need to go to the house and hit teleport. Now, this might confuse you at first, but trust the process, okay? Just trust me on this. Yeah, so this looks scary, obviously. Avoid the exit and hop the fence, okay? And I recommend walking around your house. You can't walk into your house, though, because there's an invisible block around it. But as you can see, the houses have fused together. But after walking, I would say around your house as best as you can, because, like, you know, there's a visible block around your house. Go to houses, go to ski resort, and hit preview. Now, once you're here, go to house. You don't have to walk around this one. Hit teleport. Again, a scary sight once again. And just like that, you have snow particles in your house. Now, a downside is there's a giant house in your yard. But let me show you something real quick. Just don't focus on it. If you need a scene where there's like snow coming in the yard or something, this is the perfect hack for you. And again, there's downsides to this one too, obviously. Just like earlier, how there was an invisible block, there's this first off, and there's again an invisible block. Literally cannot go up my stairs. I had to hop it like this to actually go in the rest of my house. But on the bright side, you have a nice snow effect. And also, before you guys ask, no, your alt account cannot see it. So, like, if you had a friend at your house right now, all they would see is your normal house. They wouldn't see the snow, nothing. I think my alt account's in here, actually. Okay. So, apparently, it still thinks you're in the preview, so your friends can't teleport to you. So, that's kind of oopsie on my part. I didn't realize that. I thought my alt account was in the kitchen. But yeah, if you need a scene where there's snow in the house, this is how you would do it. Now, let's leave and just kind of get this away. Now, next trick I'll show you guys is how to do certain camera angles. I used to do this a lot when I made thumbnails in this game. Like, I would just like equip wings. I'm gonna use my Phoenix wings. It doesn't matter what wings you wear. You literally fly up like this, and then you go over to settings. You turn interactions to hidden, usernames hide, menu hide, and then you zoom in, and you get a clean camera angle. So if you want a certain shot with like your alt account running around, this is how you do it. Look, you can see my alt account running out of the house right now, and let's say heading to work. And that's how you do that camera angle. And obviously you can move around, you can do whatever, and you'll get a nice clean camera angle. I think I showed you guys how to do this in like an older video, but I'm not really sure. My next trick to show you guys is how I keep my stats basically invisible while recording. Now, one thing I do, like for example, this scene in Everest's video, I actually had an issue with kids like acting all crazy over stats. So one thing I do is I keep stuff like this out of sight, out of mind. We have cake, we have a burger, we have pizza, and a bed, just to get their stats out of the way. You can also put toys over here so that way they don't get bored and stuff like that. I also have a cup of water right here for some reason, but that also helps. So that way when you're recording and doing certain shots and stuff like that, the kids aren't freaking out over a sip of water every 5 seconds. Seriously, whose kid freaks out about water every 5 seconds? They're like sponges. Now, a tip I have learned on this game is game passes. Let me show you. Now, really the only game passes I recommend are the premium avatar editor. That is a life changer. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't be able to do like half my Everest wouldn't look like this if it wasn't for that game pass. Also, this is why I recommend putting down toys, because they get bored. But yeah, avatar editor is a life changer. I recommend this one. I don't really recommend VIP because realistically, in my opinion, this is my opinion, don't get mad, it doesn't do anything. You get access to like one building in the map and that's about it, really. This game pass, I think the icon's outdated, but I think it allows you to equip 6 kids, which in my opinion is very helpful. I have 4 kids in my roleplay, so it's kind of necessary for me. Now, as for build limit, I almost had to buy this one, honestly. If you have like a ton of stuff in your house, yeah, I would recommend that game pass, but like if you don't, I wouldn't recommend it really, unless you absolutely need it. And the party license, okay, this is my personal opinion. This might be a little bit controversial in this community here. In my opinion, parties are overrated. Like, I don't use the game pass. I used it once. Anyways, I used it once and someone made my house pink and white. The original cottage house, someone made it pink and white. Anyways, speaking of houses, this has nothing to do with houses, it's about my recording. So if you're like me, you might have to do really high-pitched voices. Now, for example, Daisy is my natural voice. It's a really high-pitched version of my voice. Now, when I started as YouTube, I used to make a voice really high-pitched, which absolutely wrecked my throat. Like, every recording, my throat would be so busted that it was really hard to speak. So one thing I highly recommend when recording, even if you don't do high-pitched voices, just in general, have a cup of water next to you or some tea. I prefer tea with some honey. It works wonders. That is literally why it's so important to stay hydrated. You don't want your throat being torn up over a Roblox video. But that simple change in my like staying hydrated routine has helped me where I get to make high-pitched voices without losing my voice for 2 days.
So I can do this voice anytime I need to.
Without having any strain. Also, another hack I learned on this game was fake snow. You won't guess what this is. Okay. I made this fake snow. You wanna know what it is? It's rocks. Let me show you. I think I used a small flat rock. Yeah, I totally did. And what you do is you recolor it white. And now you just have a rock. You can like scale it up and everything and make it look like fake snow. And pair that up with a snow hack I showed you guys earlier, and you got like snow falling. It's so cool. I like it. Another hack I want to show you guys, because I talked about this in my older video about a year ago, is alt accounts. If you don't know what an alt account is, it's an alternative account. And if you don't know what that is, I don't blame you. That's a lot of words. An alternative account is a second account. For example, this account right here is my phone. Look, jump alt account, jump! That is me jumping on my phone. Now, thanks to my alt account, I could play any character on my phone. For example, she could be Daisy, Radioactive Cody, Rosie, or even Donnie. Now, the reason why I use alt accounts is because I record at really odd times, and I never have a script for my videos. So having another person in my recordings is very difficult, and it's just easier for me to do it myself, honestly. So yeah, I have this account, I control it, and it's just me. This is how Cody talks, this is how Daisy talks, Rosemary, Everest, and that kind of solves a mystery. I don't have friends playing with the characters, so just my alt account. Now, it can be really difficult controlling 2 accounts at once. Why are you equipped? Hold up. When did I equip you guys? When were you equipped? Anyways, controlling 2 accounts can be really difficult. Like, hang on, let me try to walk with both accounts. Okay, I gotta keep an eye. Oh, I'm moving the wrong way. But this is what I'm talking about. It's really hard to control 2 accounts at the same time. Like, I can try, but I gotta keep an eye on one screen at a time. So one thing I learned is if you go to settings real quick, you can actually press click to move. Now, normally your settings are on default. Like, you can just like hit WASD key and you just move around like this. Well, if you change your settings to click to to move, this is on my laptop by the way, not my phone, and you hit the right key, you can move around like that and it makes it a lot easier. So let me go over here my alt account once again. Now let's say I need to go over there, focus my screen like that, and have my alt account follow me. And it makes it a lot easier. You can also do this on your alt account and have it follow you and vice versa. Another thing I recommend for roleplays is having interactables all over your house. If you don't know, these kids will literally go anywhere. Like, they will bother you. So having interactables around the house really helps. For example, there's a little kitchen, there's Legos, toys everywhere, a frisbee. I have basically everything scattered around the house. That way my kids go anywhere instead of staying like in the same place all the time. But I try to put as many interactables around the house as possible. That way the kids move around and actually do other stuff besides stand in the shower. Another trick I forgot to show you guys is how I made my yard white. If you go to edit house, you press on this, you hit that little paintbrush, and then you hit this carpet. Yeah, it was carpet. You guys couldn't tell either because I didn't say it was carpet, it was snow. Another trick I'm gonna show you guys, I almost forgot about this trick too, is how to sleep on a couch. Now, if you don't know, in one episode, I had Atlas and Miss Hollow sleeping on couches. Now, obviously, you can't sleep on a couch. All you can do is sit on one. And last time I checked, it's very uncomfortable sleeping while sitting. Trust me, I do it like at least twice a week. So right now, I'm gonna show you guys how to make it where you can sleep on the couch. So go to edit house. This is why I don't keep my kids equipped. They literally just turn off the lights. Hit this insert button, go to bedroom, any day now game, go to single beds and choose single futon and just try to like line it up with the couch. Like right there is perfect. Hit E, and then once you're in the bed, delete it. And just like that, you're sleeping on the couch. Now, once you get up, of course, you won't have the option anymore. It'll be gone. But this trick is also really helpful. For example, let's say your kid's moving around too much. Let me get a bed. I'm gonna need a cot. I'm gonna put it up against the wall like this right here. Next, I'm gonna grab Rosemary and I'm gonna set her in the bed. And I'm just gonna delete the bed. And now Rosemary's standing up. This is good if you like want a background character without using a mannequin. And the reason why I chose a cot is because she actually stands up in the cot for some reason. And of course, once you're done, you just pick her up, set her down. Another thing about an alt account is I literally have like a whole library of outfits loaded onto this account. In order to save time, instead of like recreating every outfit painstakingly onto this account, I use mannequins. Now, mannequins are underrated and not used very often, in my opinion. They can serve as background characters. For example, if you need like a whole room of people, just get a bunch of mannequins and put clothes on them. But yeah, once you get a mannequin out, you actually have this option to outfit. And you can choose any outfit. I'm going to choose Tired Atlas. And then your avatar can just come over here and overwrite any outfit to have this outfit in inventory. So obviously, this is an older version of Atlas in pajamas. So I'm just going to have him come over here and just overwrite this outfit, and boom, he has that outfit now. Now, sometimes it does glitch where like it doesn't overwrite it properly. It has like the old avatar's stuff on it still. What I would recommend is you actually just have a basic avatar. And what I mean by a basic avatar is an avatar with no hair, no accessories, just the bare minimum. So that way, when they overwrite the outfit, like they choose one off mannequin, it just like copies it. Again, sometimes you have some issues with the shirt or something, but you can just unequip it. And as I was saying earlier, if you need like a whole room of people, I would recommend mannequins. Because literally you just grab them, duplicate them, and just like spread them out everywhere. And obviously just try to put on different outfits. And just like that, there's more people in my yard. Now obviously it's pretty obvious when you're using a mannequin, but like just don't focus on the feet. Okay. Now, I can't come up with anything else to say in this video besides how I make my characters say chats. Now, if you don't know, I started using a private server because for the longest time in Club Roblox, you couldn't private chat and see the bubble. It would just be visible in the chat log, and that wouldn't actually work for me. Now, obviously, not everyone can afford a private server. Those things are pricey. Literally, I didn't buy a private server because it's literally, you can't even use it as a private server for like 90% of the things in this game. Now, let's say I want Ophi to say something in a public server, but I don't want it to be public. Literally private chat, like, for example. Now, how I private chat is I tap their name and I just type in whatever I want. For example, eggs. And on my alt account, I just press my name right there and say bacon. And now I can actually go on public servers and have roleplays. Because last time I did public roleplay was the berries and cream short I posted on YouTube. And someone roasted me to oblivion. That was a fun day. Anyways, worlds, I'm gonna log off. I need to edit this video and get it posted ASAP. I'm sorry if my explanations weren't very good. I kind of suck at explaining stuff. I just want to share my little tips and tricks. But Royals, I think this will be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I helped out someone. I'm sorry again if I didn't explain very well. If you like this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. It's really up to you. But without further ado, I gotta edit this video. You guys have a nice day. Stay hydrated and stay safe. Bye!